Hey, Tim here with Expert Power Wash. Wanted to show you this ultimate mini skid. This one is going out to Las Vegas, Nevada. We'll give you a full walk around and show you what's on here. So John, appreciate your business. This is your skid. Let's take a look. All right, this is our ultimate mini skid. This skid is 5.5 feet long by 44 inches wide. Full high quality aircraft grade aluminum frame, built heavy duty. This has our 3 12-inch Expert reels. Full frame aluminum, stainless steel internals. What makes these reels a little bit interesting and better than most of the production ones out there, these have 316 stainless steel internals. So what I mean by internals, this is the manifold system in here. So there's a tube that runs across through this hose reel, and that's where your liquid flows through, out through. There's a little 90 that pops out here, and that's where you connect your hose. If that is a regular steel internal, those will rust out and fall apart. That's super important for when you're running chemicals like bleach for soft washing. So that's the soft wash hose reel. There's 200 feet of 1/2-inch soft wash hose there. Everything's tied up for transport. 200 feet of Fierce Jet. Sorry about the shadows there. It's actually really sunny out here in December, which is really nice. This is Fierce Jet. You can see that this is smooth jacket, which means that it's going to be a little bit easier to use. There's other pressure washer hoses, trying to think of the best way to explain it. They're wrapped, so you'll see like little wrapping around the hose. It doesn't last as long, it doesn't hold up as long. This type of jacket's going to be a little bit more stout. It's actually lighter, and it's rated at a higher PSI rating. Of course, our ball valve swivel here, all stainless steel, Mossmatic swivel, stainless steel connections. Jumping down into the bottom here, you got the battery box. There is a 24 DC interstate marine grade battery there. You got the Remco dual control pump. This is the smooth flow pump, so not the regular Remco that's typically out there. You want to make sure that if you're getting a pump and you're not getting it from us, that you're actually getting the smooth flow one that's built for soft wash. There's a side look at the 5.5 gallon a minute gear drive machine, so you can take a closer look at that. These machines typically come with like a 3-amp recharging system. We've upgraded that. Also, you can see that little whip line that comes off the pump back there. We've relocated the unloader, also upgraded the unloader. So you're taking away, getting a little bit closer where that elbow is there. That's typically where you'll see an unloader. So there's a whip line there now, and then the unloader is block mounted. On top of that, that is the K7 unloader. So that's going to eliminate the pulsing and the jerking of the gun. You're not going to have trapped pressure. Over here we have a soft wash guide, and then a full maintenance guide here. Stand back, give you another overview. Full soft wash system there. Those are all metering valves. They pull out of all the different tanks, so you're able to quickly adjust your soft wash mix on the fly. 7-gallon soap tank. That's the garden hose reel. You have 100 feet of 3/4 hose on there. On the back here, you have 2 55-gallon tanks. One is a buffer tank and one is the bleach tank. Of course, we have the gun all tied up in there for transport. We use really high quality Curitech hoses. We have flow through plumbing. If I can pull one of these off here, I'll show you what I mean. So typically when you're using a bulkhead in your fittings that's going into tank for the soft wash systems, those typically break. So what I mean by flow through, you can see how we have the hoses just going through that uniseal, and then we have a piece of PVC that holds the slotted PVC filter down at the bottom. One little tip I'll throw in there, if anybody's watching a video, you're thinking about building something like this, do not use any steel, zero steel in the tanks. So the way that we connect those hoses onto the barb of the filter is we heat up the hose and just slide it on. As it cools, it's going to be nice and tight. It's going to be under liquids anyways. If you put metal, even stainless steel in there, brass, your bleach tank will go black. It'll ruin the strength of your bleach. It's just a huge issue. We dealt with a repair, I think last year. There's a video here on the channel somewhere if you want to dig it out, but you can see what happens when you use metal in your tank. So that was free, little tip for you. This is the Whisper Wash. Another thing to think about here, you see these fancy little numbers wrote on here, 2503. This is a 5.5 gallon a minute machine. When people buy surface cleaners, they never change the tip size. In most stock configurations of surface cleaners, they're set up for 4 gallon a minute machines, which is unfortunate once you get into the industrial space, the commercial space like we're working in. We're usually dealing with 5.5 gallon or bigger. If you try to run a surface cleaner that is nozzled for a 4 gallon a minute machine and it's an 8 gallon a minute machine, you're gonna have all kinds of issues. So we change those out. We go through all those little details and make sure that if you're buying a surface cleaner from us, that it is nozzled properly if we know your machine. Another side look here, you can see how that machine just sits in here really nice. This is the black edition of the GX 390. Here's a look from the top. You can see how we have all the plumbing. You have a 1-inch drain hose in here, so that's all just kind of coiled up. But this can come out along here, and then it typically runs along the wheel well, and then it'll just kind of sit here on the side. So if you need to empty your tanks, you need to wash your hands, eye wash station, whatever you need to do, that's all conveniently plumbed in there. And of course, you have a T-jet filter. So every bit of water that runs into the pressure washer is all filtered out. You can have take another look at the 7 gallon soap tank there that has the custom aluminum mounting system. This is probably one of our, well, it is the most popular mini skid that we build. Just because it's compact, this fits in, you can put this in full-size vans. If you position the skid in the right spot, the side hose reel will actually pop out the side door. We can do this in different configurations. If you're soft washing most of the time, we can run soft wash here on this reel. You just need to let us know this is the stock configuration. We could put the garden over where the soft wash hose is. So it doesn't really matter. We can move around the hose, just let us know. But this is how we build it. It works pretty well. If you're interested in something like this, let us know. I'll put my contact information down below. But this one is going out to Las Vegas. So again, John, appreciate your business. We're excited to get this out to you. It's sitting outside here on a beautiful December day. We have private transport ready to come pick this up. Anybody else that's watching the video, if you want a skid from Oregon, there's a lot of special deals. Can't really put it out here publicly on a video, but we get a lot of questions about shipping and shipping cost. There's some things that we can do to offset the shipping cost, even if you're ordering something like this to Florida. So we have, I think, 3 skids already in Florida. This skid over here, that one is going out to Ohio. Really nice skid. So don't limit a shipping cost from making a decision to get in a high quality skid. We can make that happen for you guys. All right, appreciate you watching the video. You guys have a great day.